What's up, Tweebert? What's up, Disco? What do y'all think's the most common clip here? Like 6 or 7, right? Cherry and strawberry, really? That's cool. I feel like 6 is probably the most common clip here, but what's up, Joe Kane? I think I'm gonna go with a 6. Actually, I think I'm gonna go 6, 7, 6. 6 is so short, especially when I'm backed up a little bit. So love. Here, you need this table back? Okay. Yeah. We're rolling. No pressure, Disco. But if you want to post something in our Discord, I'd love to look at it. I was actually, because I still don't have the even though I have gone for it a lot, I still don't have the Kohaku trophy. I was actually thinking about hitting um, the Kohaku spot next, which is 37-32 with Banana after kind of getting a session in at this spot. But I'm happy to check out what you're up to as well. Yo, Moy, how's it going? Well, I haven't done this yet. I haven't done it on Discord yet either, have I? All right, first fish, common. Now, do we still have Funny Tinch as trophy or no? Yes, we do. 58 more hours. And we also have the smaller cafe order, so and a big common carp. So good time for Funny Tinch. We're gonna give it a run. Let's see how we can do here. What's up, Ivan? All right, there we go. There we go. We're off to a start. What's up, Smoke? Welcome back. That's what we want to see. What's the size on the smaller one? 750. So maybe we'll get another one even closer. We'll see. All right, let's do the Discord thing. Um, Ramathor has such a friendly face. Every time I see his self-advertising thing and his friendly faces on there, I always like it. All right, that's common carp. Too small for the cafe order. Well, I don't know how many years I've been playing this game, but something that I have put off for years and years and years and years and years. I finally did last night. I purchased a full set of Legacy TIs. What's up, Crazy Friday? For better or for worse. Thanks, Moy. That's right. That's right, Ivan. That's a good point. Whoa. If it's a common, it might be big enough for the cafe order. Yo, Ramathor, thanks for the sub. 13 months. Lucky number 13. What's up, Dark You? Good morning to you. We might have to get our feeders out. We keep catching fish that size. I think that's just big enough, isn't it? You need to do your homework? I'll try to be quiet. 50, that's perfect. 50 silver for that little common carp. That's beautiful. Just sort of, I was gonna try that Oldberg Bream spot again on the alt account. So, kind of just wasting time until it's nighttime. But let me go ahead and share this so that it will pop up. It doesn't mean you will. Gotcha. Gotcha. Your final 2 weeks. Oh, so exciting, Ramathor. So close to the end, huh? 1.5k silver to go, Dark You. You got this. I'm doing well. Oldberg spot still works for you? Good, good, good. Yeah, just once it's nighttime again, I'll probably move down there and try to catch some bream. That was fun. Very active night of bream. Alright, so the only thing we're maybe a little sad about is a lot of gibble in common, but if you can get some nice tench and bunny tench mixed in, it'll make it all worth it. All right, let's see here. Just for fun, let's make another Oldberg Bream stack of ground bait. In case any of you are going to join me at Oldberg for bream, you can see what I'm putting in this bream ground bait. Worked really good yesterday. We'll see how it goes today. It might have been Smoke Crash. It might have been somebody else gave me this recipe. I just added maggots to it so that it would be a full recipe and make a full stack of them. All you need is the reel. That's awesome. Oh, that's a funny tinge, isn't it? Dostoevsky. Oh, that one's closer to the small cafe size, so we have one we can use. Let's go check the time on that order. Make sure we're not going to let it get away from us. Let's see if we can catch any more Russian authors while we're at it. 88.1k silver. Man. Very nice. Very nice dark hue. Alright, we have tons of time left on that one, so no worries for that one. Alright, so we've got 2 in 10 minutes. That's a really good sign. You have not gotten your Funny Tinch trophy. It seems like now is a pretty good opportunity to at least take a chance on it. Gone in one click. That's true. That is true. I think I'm going to go bread on both of these for right now. Because we're just kind of trying to catch a few Crucian Gibbles while waiting on bream time. And bread seems to be the better bite rate at this point. Yeah, what's up, McGee? And I guess we do have Crucian Gibble ground bait if we want to throw that on. Crucian Gibble, Ramathor, Tweaky, nice trophies. See what this fella is? Looks like another Gibble. We've been flirting with Gibble trophy, but haven't quite seen it yet. Wouldn't it be nice if you could use this setup, but use the slightly bigger pellets and kind of like just sit on Funny Tench, basically. Not catch Gibbles. I think that would be just maybe a little too OP, though. Just catch the Tench species. Let's see, weekly. I'm assuming this bait at this point is probably all of them. Almost all of them. 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14. The only outlier is the pop-up cream-flavored white combo. So that's somebody typically going for the F1s and got a nice Funny Tench on it. Yeah, nothing but Funny Tench. I mean, even if it was a slow bite rate, you would just cut out all of the... The thing is, at Copper, even Gibbles are worth decent silver. I mean, everything feels like it's a little inflated at Copper. And we've got 27 silver in 8 non-trophy Gibble carp, so I don't know. You probably actually, in some ways, wouldn't want to do that, but it would be fun. Nice European place, Norbertus. Wonder if that was shore or just like out at 34 or something. Yeah, this worm's not catching anything. I'm gonna put bread on all 3. So we move. All right, there's a regular Tench. Love to see it. Okay, so it's 120% more compared to Mosquito. And it feels like it's even more than that. But I guess that's because you typically have F1s or dinks or other stuff mixed in. Um, I don't know. This one looks a little funny, doesn't it? Doesn't look normal. Yep. All right. That's 3 Funny Tench in 17 minutes. How many do I have to catch until people start feeling a little get up, feeling a little bit like, maybe I should move. Maybe I should go check it out. What's up, Huko? Maybe I should go roll the dice. The funny looking Tench dice. All right, we turned all our bread into bait. Since we're using bread right now. You're saving up for a C setup right now? Well, you might as well come fish at 67.59 and catch some funny tench. It's bound to be decent silver. Plus, you've got 3 cafe orders that are relevant to this spot right now. It's a shame there's not a Gibble cafe order. Well, some of these are about to pop off, 2 of them. Maybe we'll get a Gibble replacement. Yo, what's up, Deriza? Deriza, newest Discord mod. All right, it's another Gibble. We're down to 7 PVAs. Now this is one thing that I did different this time that I wouldn't normally do, but I actually used 20-gram bags. So we're gonna deplete this stack, you know, at about the 25-minute mark probably, and then we'll see how the bite rate responds to the, you know, no PVA all of a sudden. Come on, frog, roll off. Although this looks like a great frog spot, doesn't it? Well, this has not been as active a spot at Oldberg as I was hoping for while waiting for Bream. Maybe get set up at like 5 p.m. for Bream so that that ground bait can kind of start doing its magic before rolls into time. Who let this guy in? All right. Oh, it's a Crucian. Wow, really mixing it up here. So far, if it's big, or bigger, it's probably common carp. But that size common carp, remember, that's what the biggest weekly funny tench has been. Around that 7 to 8 kilo, I think. Isn't that crazy how big that fish felt? And that's, I mean, somebody caught something that felt like that, and then it was a funny tench. Yes, Tweeberk. Time to start getting that nausea medication going. That's right. What's up, Sargos? Welcome to the stream. All right, that's it. The last 3 PVAs. We're in the water. This is the first rod with no more PVA on it. And that's after 28 minutes. So we went through 1 stack in 28 minutes. And at least for the rest of the hour, we'll just rely on how we've, the way we've already fed it. We're not going to add anything else to the mix. I don't know. It might just be a small fish on. There we go. Let's see what happened with that cafe order. Okay, so a Crucian came up in place of the frog. Oh, and a Tench order. That's good. We could get a Tench. That's possible. We've definitely got this funny Tench. We'll hold off just in case we would get one closer. All these pike orders at copper. Fighting an Atlantic salmon. Oh, nice. Archie's been producing. That's great. Sounds like you're having a good time at Archie. All right, I'm going to go grab some more water and grab my smoothie. I'll be right back. All right, chat. Joe, catch me something good? That looks like... That a really small Super Freak? Oh, wow. Okay. Not expecting that. Is Tagara 6000 worth it? Do you mean like for copper specifically, Corn Dog? I mean, Tagara 6000 is a lot of power. That would be a very, very cool, sweet copper reel, to be honest. I mean, that would be amazing. For what it's worth, I ended up going with the Bestias just for fun. I like the way they look. So that's what I ended up going with. But I also have Azimuth Blues that are awesome and Avia 6000s that are awesome. But nothing wrong with the Tagara 6000 for sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you'll regret having them. But yeah, you've put your finger on it. When you're fishing other places besides copper, the reason why 6,000 reels, and some of them more than others, can be a little concerning is because of the little smaller spool. I think that's right. But if you play this game a lot, you're going to finance other equipment relatively quick. if you have something that efficient to use here at Copper. You know, slap some nice grease on, or oil or what, grease on that thing. Take care of it. Hit the hot spots on Copper with PVA. And you're going to finance bigger and better things. All right. It is that time that let's head over to the bream spot. Let's see here. So we need to switch this to bream, switch this to cottage cheese. Switch this to bream. Switch this to cottage cheese. Switch this to bream. Switch this to cottage cheese. Everything's still at 12-meter clip, so we're good on that. Cross the bridge. So does anybody have any advice if you were going to try to purchase a copper reel that you could make work other places, even though it might not be ideal if you were going to try to force fit it? Anybody have any suggestions on what the best option would be? Is it the Venga 6000? Is it the Avia because it's got a bigger spool? I don't know. That's, you're giving up some power there. I don't think the Bestia has that big of a spool, so that's probably not a good, like, all-purpose. Okay, so Dark Hue says Azimuth. That's interesting. Hold on, let me look at that. I can't remember comparable what the spool looks like. I mean, I love my azimuths, but I haven't looked. This is sort of a particular question, right? All right, so at 36, you've got 330. And here at 36, you've got 506. Man, you've got so much more line on the Avia. 19 to 17. Why not the Avia? The mech's 45. What's the Avia mech? I can't remember. This one, 36 is 270. That's a pretty light spool. But it's nice power. I would, if it was me, I would get what you want for copper and then start saving for what you want for carp and other bottom fish in general. But that's just me. I mean, I'm not saying you have to. I mean, obviously, you can do it the other way, but because remember, you don't have to go that expensive for copper. You can go way cheaper than that and still fish pretty efficiently for copper. I mean, way cheaper. You are purchasing on the higher end for copper, which means it's like luxury at that point. Oh, that might be that mirror carp order, actually. Yeah. Weebrick says, I have Trident Admiral 6000. Has saltwater ability. I assume I could do some coast fishing on Rory when I get the level. That's interesting. You don't hear about the Admirals that much. I think I have one of those. If I'm not mistaken. Do I have an Admiral reel? Yes, Trident Admiral 6000. I actually really liked this reel until I got the Bestia. This was like my secret copper weapon. It's so strong. Now, it's small spool. This is copper only, but I forgot that thing has saltwater protection. That's interesting. All right, 5232. We should be there. Yeah. 5232, clip 12. Let's go. But I only had one of those admirals, but I really liked it. I really liked it. I think if I had seen it sooner, again, before I went Bestia, I might have been tempted to go 3 admirals instead of the Avias and Azimuts, but I just like the way it looked, I think. Take your word for it, something better than the Adriatica. I agree with that. I think Saber 60 is minimum. If you don't want to. Oh wait, what is that? Yo, that's another funny tinch. At 7:30 in the evening. The nice one too. 3.3. All right, so less than an hour. We're at 40 minutes with 4 funnies. I have more line, but wear faster. Also, no saltwater protection if you want to try your luck in sea. You're an Admiral enjoyer. There you go. For copper, I've Fortuna FD 420 and Sputnik Pro 6000 for an early setup. Well, that's very cheap. I mean, yeah, that gets you going real fast, real cheap. Do those upgrade? Yo, what's up, trains? Wait, are you serious? You have Admiral 1000s? What are you doing with those, Teresa? Where are those admirals at? Don't don't sleep on the supercast. Nah, you can sleep on it. I'm just kidding. Admiral 1000. Having fun. You only have one. It went on the UL spinning rod from Anniversary. It's my favorite setup, even though Dark U changes me. Teases me. I mean, I just like the way these reels look. So, I mean, I could be on board with putting an Admiral on just about any setup. I'll never change. So you're running 6.3 max drag on a 1000 reel. That's pretty nice. Pretty fancy little ultralight setup you got going. I mean, you know, the best ultralight setups are in the casting category, but if you have to go spinning, then I certainly respect the setup. Teresa likes to fish for cats on ultralight. Going for those records, baby. All right, first fish. Got a little chunk to it. 1.9 bream, bottom points. We're off to a good start. So what time of day are we going to hit an hour? 16 minutes from now? I guess we'll just see kind of how the bite's looking. I mean, I'm just wondering if we want to allow for a second, like, morning in this spot before switching. Or do we want to go hit a morning in another spot? Let's see if we get another lucky funny tinch. Oh. Nice Bream. Yeah, these Bream are coming out healthy again. Yo, what's up, Xander? Thanks for saying hello. You're welcome to lurk anytime. Half the time it feels like I'm lurking as well. Yeah, there you go, Ramathor. I knew you could do it. This was not hard. Well, there's a million things that could have kept you from it, and you still got to it. Hey, that's awesome. I will say, I don't know if this was the case for you, Ramathor. I'm not saying that this is always the case, but in my experience, grades were harder to come by in lower levels of education, like in my undergraduate, where once I started doing graduate studies, I guess I think that as long as you are taking it serious and a reasonably decent student, the grades are more attainable, let's say. But that takes nothing away from you having a 4.0. That's still amazing. Just want to see you put forth the effort. Yeah, they're yeah. It feels like a little bit of a different thing in the graduate level. I think that's right. Okay, Teresa. Hope it goes well and that time goes quickly for you. All right, yeah, let's see. How long's it been since any sort of tench or funny tench? 9 minutes. It's going to be a tough call to... Do we switch spots or do we stay for morning? There's still time that we could get another tench before full overnight sets in, I think. It might make it a little easier. All right, so far we're off to an amazing start here. We've got 8 bream at this spot, all over a kilo, one after another. Yeah, I think that's right, Ramathor. So bite rate is 51 fish in 51 minutes. Wow. So that's like exactly. We could mess that up real quick because we had that one C2 that wasn't a marker size. Where'd it go? Oh, there's also a mirror that's not a marker size. Where's that C2? All right, that is a big gibble. I think that's trophy size, right? Trophy size with card. Does that pro knife change anything? Yes. Oh, there's a funny tench. Yeah, you can't harvest the top tier baits unless you have the pro knife. All right, so another funny tench, but that gibble card, we need to look at that real quick. I think that's gibble. Is that 2? Which means there is a spot for it, huh? All right, we'll hold on to it then. Squid meat and up. Yeah, there you go. All right, that was another nice funny tench, 2.33. So if you're keeping track at home, that's 5 in less than an hour. Jonker. And we are 7 minutes away from an hour. Now we will gonna have another cafe, but we're already at 576. We've turned in 150 silver cafe. And we'll have another, how much is the Funny Tench cafe worth? Another 100. So, I mean, it's going to be a 700-800 an hour spot for us with cafes. Not bad. And again, if for some reason you don't have the either the Tench or the Funny Tench trophy. So weird that my biggest one is on blackcurrant. That is not the bait that I typically catch these on, but I guess at one point it was. This is a good time to try to get tench or funny tench, it seems like. Nice Gibble Ramathor. A Cory Char spot for bottom. Wait, what do you mean, Boone? What would you be catching a Cory Char on if you were fishing at bottom? I don't know of any bait that you can consistently get them. Um, Unless you're talking about bait fish. Is the Borealica 40 worth getting, or is it the Albacore sufficient? I I have no idea. I mean, I use the Borealica 30, which isn't even the ideal one. But when the map first came out, RF4 let me have one of those and then also let me give one away. And so I didn't really have a choice, but I haven't used any of the other big ones. I do still want to one day, probably when I get silver saved back up again, I still want to test out the budget big one, which I always forget the name, and kind of see how it does in some of the larger setup fish you catch, but I don't know, that'll probably be a while. The 30's great, but again, it's all I've known. I think just like with all reels, if I was making the decision for myself, I probably would have saved up for the 40, but conventional, the Borealica 40, the 30. It's the difference in a light versus heavy conventional. Slightly more power and a lot more spool size. Notice the gear ratio is slightly different too, but it's close. And then you're asking about the Albacore. I just don't know. It is a good bit cheaper. Like, it's probably fine, but I don't know. Isn't this the budget one? Am I right, chat? I always get confused and have to go back and look. Is this the budget reel that you can actually overload? Or no. It might be this one. It's this one, right? Terra LD40? I don't know. I'd have to look it up. There's one that's like got enough mech weight that technically you can run it in the heavy setup, but it's obviously got a lot less power than some of the more expensive ones. I think that's a pretty safe summary there that Dark U just gave. Feel pretty good about that info. Dark U gives out some good info. The LTD. All right, let me go look again. What did Melons ask? How many K-Tench do you think one could catch before hitting a trophy? Oh yeah, it's totally RNG. Totally RNG, but you're more likely to catch it if you're fishing for it than if you're not. I can tell you that for sure. How are the repairs on the Albacore? I have no idea. I've only ever caught 2 funny tench trophies, and I feel like I've gone for them a good bit. I like going for them. I've only had 2. All right, let me find the LTD. The LTD. Oh, it's this one. Okay, it's not the Terra. It's not the Terra. It's the Taiga LTD. That's the budget one. 40. It's probably what, upper 30,000 at a normal shop. It's got 24 drags, so that's not bad. It's got a huge spool, and you can overload it with the mech weight on the big setups, and it looks cool. Overall, if you want to go budget, again, I've never tried it. From what I hear, pretty good option. Does Dark Hue have the albacore? I don't know. Did he say that he has the albacore? $39. Yeah, I thought it was high 30s. He just knows everything. Oh man. Really? So many nice bream. I love that, like, every bream night in this spot, I tend to catch one, like, 1 kilo chub. You know, I guess if you want to know the replacement cost of fixing things on the albacore, you could purchase it, take it to the repair place, look at it, and then go back and return it. It's a lot of silver to trust that that system's going to work, letting you return something, but technically I think you could do that. Oh my goodness. Holy cow, guys. The trophy is just dying to come out right now. Ow. Are we still at an hour? Okay, that's just past an hour, and that's 6. Common carp. I've got runners on both accounts. Only reason why I don't have PVA on is because I use 20-gram bags, and I've already gone through a full stack. I just you don't replenish, or I don't replenish it because I don't want to overfeed. Nice bream. I did use PVA though. I would definitely have not have had as good an hour without PVA. Oh, that's not a common. It's actually a Dinks mirror. First Dinks that we've caught in this spot during this hour, and it's a decent one. Love to see it. Yeah, this spot is right on the verge of, or this using these baits. It's right on the verge of wanting to use my feeder setups that gives me a little bit more strength. Been like maybe 2 or 3 fish that's almost too big for these 3,000 reels. I also need to check. might be time to make new leaders or replace the line. Yeah, like this leader needs to go. That one's fine. It's going to stink if I catch a really big common carp on that third rod right now, though, because of the leader. So the LTD has a 274 mech. Is that what we're saying? All right, so we, at this point, we stay here till like 9 or 10, and then we're going to move spots because we'll start seeing the slowdown, I would think, you know, around an hour and a half. So might as well just get it while it's good and then let it rest. Might be worth getting that for a starter heavy setup. Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you don't want to wait and save for the big boy, I mean, the thing that for me, and I know this is not the case for everybody, but what I realized once I had a heavy setup is I just don't actually enjoy going for the big fish as often as I thought I would because it can be so slow. And that might be because I'm streaming, and so I just don't have the patience for really like slow content while streaming. But I still spend way more time on starter setup, Regal, 60 kilo type setups on 34 or 41 than I ever do in deeper spots hoping for bigger fish. Every once in a while I feel like it, but just not as often as I thought it would be. Gear ratios? How long was your toughest fight at the sea? I don't remember because it's been a long time. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever had a fight at the sea where something like almost spooled me after like an hour or something, you know? Like, I mean, I don't think I've had like a huge epic fight or anything. Yeah, that's right, Dark You. So curious if we're going to get another regular or funny tench before we move spots here. 30 bream over a kilo in one night on this spot. Ooh. Sea-Paz with a nice trophy tench. I wonder if that's here or somewhere else. We still did not get the tench one. We have a funny tench, but we didn't get the tench order. What reels am I using on copper? These are my smaller 3000 reels. So they are the Zyman P Series 30. All right. I go take a quick bio break, and then I'm going to start the process of switching spots. First at copper. I'm going to switch spots at copper first. Maximum total weight of fish caught per day. Yeah, we've had a crazy good bream session. I can't describe how good it's been. It's no trophy, but I'll be right back. We might be over 200 silver on this one Bream night. I mean, I guess I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like to me. I mean, it seems like that was crazy good. Did you turn the Twitch videos back on auto publish? I will look into that. So at some point, you know, Twitch has made a change. You can no longer store more than just a few videos on your account. They have to come off. Let me see what my... So I think I have to go in here and click on publish manually. I don't know if there's an auto publish. Let me see. Maybe I just haven't found the right settings. Oh, there is a... There is an auto. Huh. Auto, always publish VODs? I did not know that. So maybe, okay, so I just have to go in and every once in a while I have to go in and just delete them so it doesn't go over the limit. Looks like. Yeah, I think I've turned on auto publish VODs. But I can go in and publish manually. The last couple of streams. I think I just haven't remembered at the end of my stream to manually publish them like I usually do because I haven't uploaded them to YouTube. That's usually what happens is I think, oh, I'll put that on YouTube. And since I've been sick, I just haven't felt like I needed to. Nothing I've done recently have I felt like I needed to put on YouTube. I don't know. Anyway, I tried to set it up for auto. We'll see if it works. Welcome back, Ramathor. All right, so no lucky Bream orders. Now, we were one chub away from the cafe order for chub, which is kind of cool. Oh, there is a Gibble Carp order. We do hit that one, 16. Okay. So let's see what the Bream made. Just Bream, 219 silver. Wow. I mean, Bream are just destroying it right now. And we're at 33.9. Wish that roach spot was still doing something at Mosquito. All right, let me get set up at Copper first. Yeah, you've done good, Ramathor. I was just telling them, I don't know if you were here yet, but you have such a friendly face. I always love when I go to the self-advertising thing and see your face on the post. Oh, they're a trophy spot. Is that what you're doing during the day? Smoke Crash? What is the trophy, the perch spot? Is that like a spinning? I'm assuming it's spinning, right? I'm not going to do that, obviously, while I'm streaming, but I am curious. $47.19. Nice. That's cool. All right, let me remember what I was wanting to set up. I know this is going to be a lot slower than what we just did. Um, but I want to see, you know, how good or slow it is. 3732. That's down at the bottom, right? All right, so now we're switching back to our royal feeders. This is going to get into larger size, 20, 20, and I think I need to make some, but let's make sure. Oh, we do have 9 left, so I guess we could get started and then make it while we're... Provoker 4005, interesting. $37.32. I don't think the rod pod slows you down when you run like holding a rod does. I think you still run full speed. Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, I don't mind at all. Hopefully it works well. All right, so we are at 31 clip. Uh-oh. It actually looks like they're not casting in the normal direction. All right, hold on. Let me go to... Let me see if I can find a more specific... This is not like... A lot of people have been doing this spot, clip 13 for the F1s, right? And some people are doing the longer clip. Let me just see. 3732 clip 13. I mean, that's the other thing we could do. People are catching trophy tench and trophy F1 here. But I'd like to try... Looks like you're on a bike running with that thing. Yeah, it does. All right, let me look at one other spot. I don't know. I may just go with the direction that I'm more familiar with. Just this one report shows it. He's more like doing this. All right, 3732, clip 30. So this is a clip 30 person. Oh, they're definitely in the normal spot. Okay. Clip 31. Yeah. Okay. There's 2 people showing. Yeah. All right. Good. That makes me feel a little better. All right. So we're going to go normal spot, 31 clip. Here we go. All right. We are a little low on one thing, so I'm going to go get this while we're letting that soak for a minute. It's going to be slow right now anyway. Fortunately, we are at the bottom of the map, but copper's not that big a place. It's not too big a deal. I think it would be fun to get the alt up to 35% on bottom. And I just don't know that there's a better place to do that than this Bream spot. So I might just try a second night at the Bream spot. I was going to switch spots, but don't think I will just yet. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, other than the mosquito roach or Crucian Gibble, but to do Crucian Gibble, you really need the classic hair unlocked. So that's what I'm trying to get to is classic hair so that we can have a little fun on that mosquito spot. All right, let's see here. Before I get back on Bream, let me just go ahead and get this ready. On wet bread, yeah, that's cool. Seven, 12, crushed. 9 out of 10, we'll take it. That's right, I forgot I did. We'll go ahead and spot it. We'll spot it, because I doubt we stay here more than an hour anyway, so I'm a little less concerned about over overfeeding. All right, 31 clip. Aim at the tree just for fun. Oh, that's perfect. All right, koi number 1 is indeed a kohaku. Okay. I know the second night in a row will be a lot slower, but I bet it will still be pretty decent. We can just get a few more points. We'll be getting awfully close. Kohaku number 2. Kohaku number 3. We are zeroed in, aren't we? Thank you. Oh, thank you. You ever end up getting an Italian sandwich from Publix? I have not. They're good, right? So you were telling me they were good. That, believe it or not, appears to be another Kohaku. Flippin' delicious is what they are. All right. I don't think I've ever caught 4 Kohakus in a row before. Now watch, this will be a common carp. That would be amazing. Because I know there's a chance of it being, you know, a decent size 15, 16 kilo koi, I don't want to pull too hard and just like pull it right out of its mouth, but it's like the perfect strength. It's just very slow and stubborn. Can't pull line really, but it makes it feel like it's just gonna pop off any second. No, catching koi's does not ever get boring. That's right. He found some secret hidden strength there. Oh, come on, buddy. Probably the longer it's on, the more comfortable I am in getting a little bit more aggressive, but that's the thing about 31 meter clip. You get used to those really short fights at Copper. And then all of a sudden, yeah, you're right. This could be a mirror or a dinks, something that just kind of sits there like an anchor, right? You get used to those shorter, and then all of a sudden you throw 31 meters and it feels like you're at amber. Oh, that looked like it had some color to it. Like, was that an orangey? Yo, what's up, monkey? Quit it. He surfaced for just a second. Ugh. 37-32. Oh my goodness. It literally is a common carp. Which means, what does that mean, chat? Does that mean trophy on this? Not quite, huh? Ooh, quite. Quite a trophy. Common trophy at copper. Okay. Okay. Boy. Yeah, that Beastia just shredded that common carp trophy. Interesting. That was pretty good. I'm at 30 clip, 31 clip, I think, right now. Um, Copycat saying you gotta put that in the Discord. Okay. See if I can figure out how to do this. I'm not the best at, well, much of anything, but figure this out maybe. Um, see if I can remember how to. I think we're about to hit level 17 on Elk Lake. All right, so if I go like this, screenshot, 35. Um, this is Copper, 37, 32, 31 clip. Banana, 20 plus banana corn. And this. And this. I think that's enough info, right? Oh, you know what they're going to want to see is like the PVA, right? I guess we could do that. Finally got a point in bottom fishing there. Doesn't look like we're going to hit it in one night like I hoped. Wait. How do I do this? That one. Edit. That one. That one. $37. Enjoy. Yay. We added it to Discord. Okay. Now, I did already have the copper trophy for common. In fact, look at that. Cream flavor corn. And we pulled in one 24 kilos. A little weird on just like regular corn, but every once in a while a big common comes out here at Copper. That would have been double corn. I don't think I've used quad corn at Copper more than just a couple times. It's usually so slow. So it would have been double corn. You got a common carp trophy at Old Berg. Oh, that's awesome, Mark. That's great. I just think it's funny. Like, that was a total joke, but, you know, first fish we caught here was kohaku. And we did 4 kohakus in a row. So as soon as we hit something big, I mean, there was no part of me that was serious in saying, like, watch, this will be a common carp. Yeah, we might have to go fish for something besides bream. We're not getting any bottom points at all on bream anymore. Maybe change the rig type we're using, and I don't know, go catch some crucian gibel roach stuff at Mosquito. See if that does it. All right, so here's the first dinks of the spot, like a mirror dinks. Rain, go away. Might not. Nightcrawler. So during the day, try to hit Nightcrawler for perch. Is that across on that other dock, or where was it? 34.2. South hole. Gotcha. It's raining at Oldberg and at Copper right now. I do like that all three rods are catching fish at Copper. Not like it's one of those situations where, even though it's a little bit slow, it's not just like one rod is the only thing catching fish. Orangey. I did 20 gram. 37.32. It is slow but interesting fish so far. I've been here for 27 minutes. 4 Kohakus, 1 Orangey, a Dinks, and a Common. Nice F1 Creenus. I'm just lurking, corn dog. Looks like 49.41. Still another place that you can use the same setup. Probably similar bite rate, but nice, really nice dinks and some koi coming out. All right, see you, monkey. Yeah, I might go sit there too. Smoke once 9 a.m. hits. $34.4. At least we got 0.2 on that one. So in one Bream night, we got half a point. That's not too bad. I forget how early it just starts to slow down on, especially on free to play like that. That's right, Ramathor. Perfect timing. Hard to beat that. Wonder if we did overfeed it a little bit, or if it's just like this change of weather. We had a pretty decent bite rate going until the rain kind of came in, and it has dropped way down, it seems like. This is another Kohaku, though, which is what we were catching during the day yesterday. Our biggest one, 8.6. Two roach in 5 minutes. Hmm. Yeah, it's definitely seemed like it was slowing down last time I was here, but might just throw in like bread or something on one of them. Because this is probably why it's screen's not moving. Shut down thing. Come on network later. Well, what time do you have to? Probably miss, but you'll be back. You say 30 minutes at 3:50? Okay. Welcome back, Deriza. The bite rate's so slow here. I don't want to like mess one up. This is a linear. let's add PVA to that. All right, we're going to try the perch spot. Also, some roach being caught over here, so we'll see if mosquito, perch, and roach pays off. That other spot just seems like it has gotten so slow on roach and tench. Now, it may still be working pretty well on Crucian Gibble trophies, but only if you have basic hair rig unlocked. All right, so that's working. I don't know if I want to use that worm type for this, or if regular worm can keep up. Yeah, roach should be active at day. Roach spot should be good during the day. You might not trophy them in the middle of the day, but you should be catching them. You know, that's the nice thing. It's like Crucian Gibble at night, roach during the day. Not for me, corn dog. I'm hanging out with my daughter in a little while, so I'm not long for this stream. Oh, really, Dark You? No activity at day. That's weird. And I could see Roach being trophies coming in the evening, but if they're coming in overnight, that's pretty strange to me. 'Nice perch on Nightcrawler. I guess if you were to have like a perch order or something, it's nice to know that this spot's working so well. So no, nothing on cheese in this spot yet. So we'll probably switch that middle rod to some sort of worm species. In just a minute. Oh, nice Ramathor. That's awesome. Yo, Nom, nice dace there. 34.7. Not much XP, but the game seems to be rewarding me fishing for a different fish species with a little easier points in bottom fishing. 7 p.m. and then they were going till like 10 a.m. Wow, okay. Well, maybe I didn't test the roach spot if we were just fishing there during the day. I could swing back around at night maybe. Perch will definitely die out at night. We will see. Yes. Mm. Oh, nice, Dark. Good catch. Should let him know. That's that blunty tax. You're supposed to send it to him, right? Oh, trying to finish that early, huh? 34.9? Are you kidding me? That's great. What's up, Vuju? What's up, Most? Oh, nice, Dark You. So you bought it and you have the self discipline to not go use it before putting an upgraded oil in there? Man, that's something. Uh oh. I'll be catching Common Roach trophies in chat. That's funny, Dark You. Yeah, it's been a rough week for kids of the '80s, huh? You did get to see Ozzy in 2000. Interesting. What is DBZA? Is that Dragon Ball? Is that a Dragon Ball reference? Oh, never heard of such. Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Okay. It's funny. Okay. Hmm. Was that set up? Yeah, that's pretty much okay. I think it was sweet cream and cocoa and cream. Having fish pellets. What? Do 100 of each of these. Oh, out of stock? Oh my. What? Oh my goodness. You're killing me. Killing me, Smalls. Yeah, I just well, I was trying to test something out at Mosquito. We were testing out the roach spot, and I had been at that other spot for over an hour. I knew I wasn't going to stream much longer, but I was also like, I don't think I can sit here another minute. It's going to be so slow overnight. So I just jumped back real quick. I think everything is out of stock right now, though, at all of the beginner maps. Now we're level 17, so we can try a couple other places, but that is frustrating. Oh my goodness. Gone. Everywhere's gone. Out of the maps we can go to. Problem is we can't go to Old Berg is probably the best shot. Let's just try it. We can't go to Volkov yet, so I guess I could just send myself a couple things just to try them, but still annoying. Be level 17 and not be able to get some of like the basic bait. Um, I guess carp baits, not natural baits, but now are they going to be out of stock here as well? Ooh. Okay. One thing wasn't out of stock. That was out of stock. What about... Oh, that's out of stock. That's out of stock. Yeah, just about everything is out of stock. Okay. Very frustrating. You got a nice Kohaku? That's cool. Okay. So all right, we'll give it a minute or two, just see if we catch anything interesting. All right, so roach spot's still working, huh? Just at night. Is that what y'all are telling me? All right, that's pretty funny. Any great spots at copper catches trophy tinge. It's slow. Yeah, it's definitely slow. But you're still catching trophies there. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like it was a week ago, right? Or 4 days ago or whatever. Oh. All right, first fish on the double pellet setup here at Mosquito. See if it's any good. This was the other setup people were using when instead of trophy roach, they were catching stuff on this. That's a pretty nice looking tench. 2 kilo tench on a classic hair rig with double pellets. All right, the trophy funny tench order is now gone. Close enough. Man. Is this a second tench, or did we go common carp this time? I mean, it's just too big to be. Crucian Gibble, so seems like a Tinch to me. It's gonna be a pretty decent one if it is. Oh, trying to get ahead of it. I think we're gonna pull it in here. Finding its second win. Wonder if this bait combination has been catching trophy Tinch. Maybe it has. Longer it goes, the more I think it's common carp, but Mystic Mosquito Cat. Yeah, he's up here by the shore looking for carp bait. That would be tricky of him. Oh, definitely common carp, huh? That's too bad. Let's see if it's at least over 3 kilo. Should be. Yeah, 3.6. All right. Double check cafe. There's some nice roach orders if you are doing roach at Keto. Perch order as well. And 39 more silver. Quite the day on Elk Lake there. All right, I am going to wrap it up here, folks. Let's see if there's any last second changes to the cafe. Not that impact us. So we probably went just over 1,000. Yeah, 1,300. Not bad. Trophy common helps a lot for sure. Not a bad silver day at Copper. All right, y'all have a good one. Tight lines, everybody. I'll see you soon.